Oh, hello. I wrote my speech down as well. My wife's expecting the baby any minute, so if I run out of here, but I wanted to be here because it's important for me as a co-founder of STEP to report back what we found through this Project Impact program. 3.5 years ago, we started STEP, and STEP was really born out of the idea that we should be able to do better for our military families here in San Diego. We know it's expensive to live here. We know our service members don't make a lot of money. We know there's 85,000 of these young service members in San Diego. We know they make 25,000 new veterans a year here in San Diego. Most of these folks are under 26 years old. They don't have their parents or families around to help them learn the skills, get the experience, understand the financial world. So a lot of times, these three pieces come together: high cost of living, low salary, financial inexperience, and they put all of our young military members and veterans into financial pinch. And for some percentage of them, 1 to 2%, that pinch gets so tight that they're going to lose something. They're going to lose their car, they're going to lose their food, they're going to lose electricity, their water, sometimes their house. And that's when they find STEP. STEP is here to help these young service members move from that financial crisis to financial self-sufficiency. Now, when we started STEP, we tried to think of all the ways to do this. We could just do financial training, we could do a social worker-based intervention program, or we could just pay their bills. Well, at STEP, we decided to do all three. Overachievers, right? So when we engaged with Project Impact, we wanted to see if this experiment that we started was really working. So we know that over the past 3.5 years, we've had 2,900 people come to us in a crisis, veterans and service members. We know we helped them all build a working budget. We helped them all with a long-term debt reduction plan. We wrote checks for more than $1.1 million to help save, preserve their needs, restore their needs, so they could have the time and space to put their financial picture back together. We know that 93% of the people we help don't come back for more assistance. They make it after they leave us. We know the 88% say they're better off because of us. But these are results, right? These are not outcomes. So we know we teach them to fish. We know we give them the fish, but do they actually learn to fish, right? So do they learn to fish? Do they believe they can actually catch fish? Do they become financially self-sufficient when they leave STEP? That's really what we're trying to find out. So in order to do this, we had to define what it looks like when somebody's on a path to financial self-sufficiency. And we came up with this little list that says people know the next step on the path. They feel reduced financial stress, they implement one or more skills, they assume ownership, they are committed, and they become the financial steward of their financial goals. All right, good definition. Now let's build some questions. Let's build some surveys. Let's go ask some very deep questions to these people and have them bare their soul to us about how they've changed. These questions got so deep that the team, we started looking at each other and we're like, I've never even asked myself these questions. Questions like, what have you learned about financial goal setting, and how has this changed how you believe what is possible for your family's financial future? Before being part of this program, what were your biggest fears about finances? And how have you cultivated the confidence to stick to your goals despite those fears? What of these skills have you implemented that you wish you would have learned as a child, and how has it changed your relationship with your children? Our STEP alumni really scored high, and they gave us the feedback we were looking for, which we're very thankful for. We took the information from the surveys, from the interviews, and we put it together, and we came up with a couple key points. Number one, crisis gets solved. We were very encouraged to hear that these families said the elephant in the room died when we came to STEP. In fact, we're batting 1,000 at somebody coming to us on the verge of losing a basic necessity and us keeping it. But they recognize that and they understand it. And they understand the importance in their financial picture not to get there again. Financial stress reduction. STEP was successful in cutting financial stress in half. This is the difference between having somebody saying, my stress is between high and extremely high, to it's moderate to some stress. This is the difference between being able to sleep at night, not having an argument with your spouse every time you look at them, being able to do your job. Skills in use. Virtually every respondent said that one or more skills were in use, and they could recite them to us. And the curveball finding was that they had no idea where they learned those skills. In fact, they couldn't even remember who their counselors were. But they were reciting back to us numbers and quotes that were right out of the STEP textbook. So is STEP successful? Or could it be better? The answer is yes. We definitely received some feedback. We could do some improved teaching techniques. We could do some improved follow-up techniques. But overall, is it working? The answer was really a resounding yes.